everyone? It's Jesse, the couch movie critic. Once again, I am actually back in the kitchen today where my wife makes all the magic happen and I do some occasional unboxing videos. So what we're doing today is going to be an Acuvar 50-inch tripod camera stand. It is a universal tripod camera stand. It's designed to work with most smartphones, phablets, cameras, and camcorders. So whatever you guys are using, you have a great option here. It's according to the Amazon advert that I bought it from, it comes with not only the stand, which is 50 inches tall, it's a little bit about 2 inches above 4 feet tall. It also comes with a cleaning cloth, which is always a good thing to have when you're filming. You want to make sure your lens is clean. It also comes with a waterproof carrying bag. So there she is. There's the Acuvar Smart Tripod MF50TRS smartphone mount included in box. So as I mentioned, it does come with a specific smartphone mount. And as most of us know nowadays, a lot of us don't actually use our cameras or camcorders anymore. Me and my wife actually have a waterproof 1080p high def camera that takes 16 megapixel pictures. And if I tell you we remembered to use it maybe once or twice in the 6 years we've owned it, it is a lot. So it's one of those things. We tend to wind up finding ourselves taking a lot of photos with our smartphone, which is what really intrigued me in this specific tripod. I was looking for a tripod for a camera. As I've mentioned, I'm trying to improve the quality of my films. And this one actually came with the smartphone attachment, and it was for $10.98 on Amazon. And I noticed here that a lot of vendors sell the exact same stand for varying prices. I've seen it as anywhere as little as the $10.98 that I got this one for, up to $27, and in some cases even $50. And if you look at the pictures, they're all the exact same tripod. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and try the $10.98. It's not going to hurt. Worst case, I can always get a better one down the road. But right now, I wanted to try this out and do an unboxing. I think there's a lot of people that are very, very curious about this. So let's go ahead and go over here. Very simple opening here. I can do this pretty much one-handed. So let's go ahead and pop it open. Right off the bat, the first thing on top is the microfiber cleaning cloth that we mentioned earlier. So there it is. Helps keep your lenses clean. It's great for your glasses too if you wear them like I do. And then let's go ahead and take a look and see what else is in here. And boom, this was my selling point. This was the actual biggest thing that stuck out for me because of the fact that I use my phone more than anything else when it comes to taking videos and things along those lines. This was the must-have item for me. So this is the stand that I was talking about. It expands up to 5 inches according to the advert. A little tough, at least one-handed. And as you can see, what it does is it gives you a place to mount or grab your phone, better said. And if we notice on the bottom, it's got your standard threaded screw there that works for pretty much any kind of tripod base. And this, I think, really was the biggest thing because, again, I want to wind up doing most of my videos for YouTube or just in general are being done with my actual phone. So let's go ahead, let's take a look and see the actual tripod itself. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Let's slide this guy out of here and let's take a look. Once again, there she is. She is bagged and branded as the Acuvar brand as well. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, please forgive me. One of the cool things that I see here right off the bat that stands out to me is the zip tie bag, which always comes in handy. But for anybody who has children, a mate, or goes places where they wind up carrying a bag, this is great. It actually has its own handle. So you can either slip it into a book bag. As you can see over there is my traveling bag whenever we go out. And this is actually just throw it right over your shoulder and take it and go. So you can actually just go for a day where you're just doing photos with the family and just take the stand itself. And I dig that a lot. So let's go ahead here and we're going to unzip this here. Or untie, better said. Let's go ahead and open her up. And take those. We have opened her up. And as you can see, she's in a plastic bag inside of the Acuvar bag. Let's go ahead and finish getting that out of there. We're going to put that to the side. A bag feels like your standard poly bag that most things come with. I don't expect that to last forever and a day. But I think for, again, the cost, it's a great little extension of the actual device. So let's go ahead. Let's pull it out of the plastic here. And there's the plastic bag. We'll move that over to the side. Now it comes with some I'm going to move it off to the side just for a second. It comes with some very rudimentary instructions on ways to use the actual tripod. And you've got some basic, looks like we got basic here, how to unlock each of the legs. As you can see, 3 legs, each have a 3-point extension system. And you even have the central column, which is a center pole that actually extends up to add additional height. That's when you extend all these legs, and that is what gives you the full 50-inch lift on the design. On the back here, it gives you a quick set of instructions on how to mount the tripod head, where to hold it, how to hold it, and how to go ahead and actually lock your camera in place. It gives you step-by-step instructions on the different pivot points for the camera and how that functions as well. So let's go ahead, let's jump on into it. Let's take a look at this bad boy and get a good look at it. So the first thing I want to comment on is it does have the Acuvar label on it. It does have that, which I'm totally okay with. It's their copyright, not mine, just FYI. What I like right off the bat that I notice here is the stands. The stands have these rubber feet, so it doesn't slip, doesn't move very easily. But when you want to open it, it actually does. You can actually just pull the three. As you notice, it has a slip ring here, and it actually moves everybody down simultaneously. So if you're in a rush, you're saving time right off the bat. So let's go ahead. Let's pan over here to the head and some of the assembly points. So the first thing that we're going to notice here is that she's got multiple adjustment points, and I'm going to go over each one. The first one that stands out to me is obviously the most common one. You actually have the focal mounting point of the actual camera and the clip itself. As you notice here, just like you see when you go to wedding photographer or go to any photographer, it's got that handle that allows them to move it up, down, and position as necessary. Obviously, it's got the screw here, so it actually lets you lock it in place. So if you're going to be repeating photographs or things along those lines, you can actually repeat the same photo over and over again. Now, if we go ahead and we take a look here at the actual mounting plate itself, this is where, if you have a more traditional camera camcorder, you would mount it right here. It has a support screen, you notice, because this actually gives you the ability to mount your device in different angles. If you wanted to hang something and take a photo vertically this way, your standard view, or something in between, you have that capacity. You'll notice here at the bottom there's your threaded screw that mounts your device to it. And one of the things that I enjoy quite a bit is that, you're going to be in some cases where you're going to be a 100% controlled environment and you want to take that perfectly level photo. If you notice right there, the little bubble, it actually has a built-in leveling glass. So it allows you to level your photograph wherever you're at to make sure you're taking the perfectly level photo. Then you hit this adjustment here, and boom, it's locked right in place. Now you're probably thinking, what's this third unit here? Well, this is, as I mentioned earlier, this is the actual center pole. It is adjustable. So if we go ahead and we look here, you'll see that it slides in and out, up and down. It goes much higher right now. I'm kind of doing it one-handed, so it's a little tricky to see, but let's go ahead, let's see what we can do here to get this full extension. Boom. So there's the center pole. It's at full extension, top to bottom of the device, and you've got everything there, and you can again lock it in place. You can go ahead and adjust it to different heights as need calls for it. Yeah. So let's go ahead and take a minute. I'm going to go ahead and lock this down into its lowest position. We're going to go ahead and take a look. And as I mentioned earlier, you've got the camera clip. So that sits right here, as we talked about, with the center screw holding it in place. And your camera would do the same. So let's take a look and see what it looks like with the actual clip in place. So voila, there she is with the camera holder in place. Your phone would actually go boom right there, so your camera would be here, or your tablet or whatever kind of photographic device. If you have a smaller camera, one of the older digital cameras, those basic ones, you would use something like that for it. So let's go ahead, now that we got that looked into, let's take a look at these legs and the mounting setup. So one of the things that I really enjoyed and I saw that I liked about a lot of these tripods is the actual legs, the simplicity of use. If you notice here, it's got a little clip, pops right open, and there goes your first leg extension. That's your first tier. That adds your distance from there to there. And it looks like, give or take, it's adding about a foot in each segment that comes out. So there goes your second segment here. There it goes there. It's at full extension, once again clipped. And you see, I'm actually doing this one-handed, which that goes to speak for the ease of use that it has across the board with actual usability for the device. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open it up all the way, and we'll take a good look at what it looks like, okay? So there she is. There she is, a full extension, minus obviously the centerpiece. The centerpiece is still dropped down because, well, my kitchen's got a low ceiling because we have these lights, and I'm not going to extend it any farther and cause it to knock down. But when that centerpiece goes up, it goes up to a full 50 inches. Now, one of the cool things I mentioned earlier was the rubber feet on this thing. What I love about them is that, this is marble tile. It's kind of slippery, even to touch. And these actually do a pretty good job of holding it stable and across the board. And as you see, with having the 3 pivot points, what I like the most about it is that depending where you're filming or taking your photographs at, you're going to have sometimes different levels of ground. You won't always be on a flat surface. So you can actually adjust each segment independently of the others. So you can actually have ground that's tilted like that, and you can actually adjust your 3 legs to make it even across the board, which I think is a great feature. So let's take a look at what it looks like with the camera pole, center post all the way up as well. So here we are. Yep, that's my wonderful fridge. And there she is. Full extension, 50 inches from top to bottom measured. You've got your center post up. You've got your camera support. You've got everything across the board. And you've just got a great little piece of equipment here. It's cost effective, $10.98, and it does its job. And if you don't believe me, let's go ahead and let's set this up. And we're actually going to put my phone on it that I'm recording this with. And we'll take a look and actually see what it looks like and how it feels to be recording from top to bottom. I'm going to just turn it this way. Now you see that there's definitely a slight shake because I'm holding it in my hand. So let's see what it looks like once we're in the actual stand and how stable it feels. Okay, there she is. She's in the tripod. Currently right now I have the center post extended. I also have the 3 legs locked into place. It took me a minute or two to get it in place. I kind of got to putz with the camera. It does work with a 5 or 6 inch phone, the clip. One thing I will mention, cases don't seem to work. I actually have 2 separate cases that I have on my phone that I use on my phone on a regular basis. Tried both of them. Neither one of them fits. Just a hair too wide. I've got an LG V20, so that's comparable with the screen set of most smartphones out right now in the market. There are some larger ones, so you may be a little particular about that. But they do sell the clip and adapter separately as well for $2 or $3, depending on what vendor you use. So it's definitely something to look at. Overall, you know what? For $10.98, I can't see a flaw in this tripod. I mean, its quality's fantastic. It does its job. It's holding the phone right. I'm positive it would hold a camcorder correct. Too lazy to go look for my camcorder to actually test it out. Sure, but I can imagine it would definitely be a quality functional product. I don't think this is going to be a bad investment to anybody who were to buy the actual tripod. It is a Acuvar SmartPhone MF50TRS for $10.98. I got it with Amazon Prime, so I didn't even have to pay shipping, so it's $11, and it's a great little item to have around. I actually bought it from a vendor by the name of Frenzy Deals, and all you have to do is do camera tripod or smartphone tripod, and this pops up in there, and it's one of the Amazon recommended. I'll try to see if I can go ahead and figure out how to get the link and put it into the comments section or the description section below, so you guys can take a look at it and see if you can buy it for yourself. I'm not working with this vendor in any way. This is just something that I bought for myself because I do want to start improving the quality of my videos, and I think this is the first step into doing that. So definitely take a look at it, guys. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I definitely want to hear feedback, recommendations. If there's anything you guys can think I can do better, improve on, please let me know. This is just the beginning. As you see, I'm starting to fill out the videos and do more and more of them. I'm trying to make the quality of my footage more professional as well too. So definitely be on the lookout for the next videos. I'll be doing another review here shortly, another unboxing as well. So guys, I hope you have a great night, and thanks again for watching.